week's vlog all about how to reach your audience on social media. Let's get straight in. Okay, so with so much businesses on social media these days, and with Facebook's algorithm constantly changing over and over, and it's taking forever for us to understand, you want to think about strategically on what you should post and how you should post it, so you don't as well end up spending your time on your computer trying to figure out what to post and how to post it, or whether you forget to post because you're so busy shooting or editing, or life gets in the way. So today I have a few tips for you on how to remove that overwhelm and how to always reach your clients, your potential clients and your audience on social media. So if you start to use this system that I'm going to show you, and you stick to it, and you just sit once per month, so put it in your calendar, and if you sit once per month and you get this done, you're going to be good to go, and you're always going to be in front of your clients even though you're asleep or you're in your studio shooting. So let's get started. So to start with, you have to decide how many times you want to be posting or to be present on your social media platforms. So do you want to post once a week? Do you want to post 3 times a week? So I suggest at least 2 times a week, because with all the news feed and all the traffic that's going on, say on Facebook or Instagram, where most photographers do post, and I highly recommend you do too, is there's so much going on that people may miss your posts. So at least keep it 2 times a week. I normally suggest 3 to 4 times if you can, depending how much stuff you have to post. And we'll get more into that a little later on in this video. But you want to figure out first, so I want you to write this down, of how many times you want to post per week. Second thing you want to think about is what do you want to post? So you've got to map this out. So think about, now that you've got, say, 2 times a week you want to post, you want to think about what are you going to post about. You don't just want to keep posting your images, especially for those, if you're a photographer who's just started out new and you don't have much images, you probably don't have enough to post, right? So it's 2 times a week, it's not going to be enough for the whole month. So you want to think out and map out what you're going to post. So this could be images from a previous or a current session. It could be behind the scene images of yourself. It could be of your studio, of a new product, a new delivery, anything you want to ask your clients a question. So I like, when I've got a session, I grab 2 baby wraps and I ask them, which color do you prefer most? Things like that, something to get them engaged. Now, I've got a checklist for you. You can download, and it's got different ideas to get you thinking of what you want to ask your audience, what you might post, and things like that. So you want to think about, you want to map out for the whole month, every month, what you're going to post if it's going to be 2 times a day. Okay, the third thing you want to think about is what social media platforms do you want to post on? So I know every time something comes out new, we go into that overwhelm. We think, oh my God, I should be using Pinterest. Or because that photographer's using Pinterest, she's getting a lot of traffic, I should be using Pinterest. Or I should be using Instagram. Or I should be using Facebook more and more often, like 2-3 times a day. You have to slow down, okay? Because we tend to want to go in the same wave as everyone else, but that pretty much probably doesn't suit you or your lifestyle, or you might not have enough clients to be posting constantly or being on so much social media platforms. So I want you to think about what at least one social media platform you want to be using. Now, I personally use Facebook and Instagram. And most of the time, it's actually Facebook that I'll post to. So Instagram is only, if I'm out, I won't actually use it for scheduling or posting constantly, but it's Facebook that I use. And if you want, just stick with one like I am and post to Instagram when you can. So don't overwhelm yourself. Don't feel like you need to be on Pinterest. You need to be on Instagram. You need to be here, there, Snapchat, whatever it is. I don't even know what Snapchat is. So you want to really stick and focus. So I say this to my members in the members club. Always focus. Don't look right and don't look left, or don't look left and don't look right. Focus on that vision. Focus and be consistent. But first, you have to focus on one thing at least, If you want, you can stick to 2 because, you know, when you post, you can post Instagram, then Facebook, you know, with all these scheduling systems, which I'll talk about. But you want to pick one. So I want you now to pick at least one. And most of us have Facebook pages, so let's just stick to that one. And now you've got a map out of what you want to post. And I'll give you some ideas in this in the checklist that you can download below this video or on the blog. And you can generate, you know, ideas from the ideas that I'll give you as well. Now, if you're on the blog, below there's an image of Hootsuite, which is a screenshot I've taken for you to see of what system I use, because that's the third thing that we're going to talk about at the moment. What scheduling system do you want to be using? Because let's face it, you cannot be everywhere at the same time. You can't be attending to your kids, or you can't be shooting, and you can't be editing. You can't be doing things you do in life and at the same time constantly being on your computer trying to, edit a post and send it out. So I want you to start looking into scheduling systems. So in the image below, and if you're watching this elsewhere, you can go to the blog in the link below and you'll see a screenshot. This is a screenshot from Hootsuite.com that I use. It's a free service, I think up to 2 social media streams, which I use Instagram and Facebook on. And it shows you can actually schedule posts on there. So I would suggest, now that you know what to schedule, you've mapped it out every week, what you're going to schedule. Now you want to start creating these posts and the descriptions, and you want to pick a system like Hootsuite, and there's so many other that I do have in the cheat sheet below once you download it, to give you an idea of what's possible out there and what you can use. So once you decide what it is, it's easy. All you have to do, now you've got the map out, you want to schedule that in. And the good thing with this, you can use up to 2 streams. So you can use for Facebook and for Instagram or Pinterest or whatever it is, and stick to them. If you don't want to use for both, just stick with one. So schedule it out, and you can create the dates you want them to go out, the time, and then you add the images and the description, and you're good to go. So you can forget for that whole month of what's going to be posted, because that's automated and that's doing its job, where you don't have to stress out. The only thing that takes work is to actually put it all together. And this gets easier after time. You know, you'll be finding yourself that it's so easy, and you know what to post and what to share and things like that, that you will find yourself scheduling 2, 3, 4, and 5, even 6 months in advance, which saves you a whole load of time. You can imagine what you could be doing in that time. So figure out a system you want to use. I use Hootsuite. It's free, up to 2 streams. You can use the paying system, whatever it is, but I do have a few suggestions for you in the cheat sheet, in the checklist, I should say, and you can download it below. Okay, now a top tip here when you're scheduling. You want to always, where you're sharing a blog post and you've gotten that link for that blog post somewhere, a third-party website that you want to share that might be interested with your client, you also want to link your website. If you don't have a website, you want to just link an email where people are able to come back and contact you. So if you don't have a website, just put your email at your email address where people can contact you. If you want, you can even put your number, depending how you like to work. I would suggest, if you've got a website, enter your website contact page there. So the link to your contact page on your website. So people, if they're interested, what they read, what they see, they remember that they need a photographer, they will click there and they will be taken for somewhere, wherever you direct them through that link to contact you. So that's a top tip there I want you to do. With every single post you schedule out, do not forget to put what they call is a call to action. So as I said, a link or a phone number or an email where they can go back, instead of shuffling through things trying to look how to contact you, or you might miss a comment in that thread below, they can actually email you or go to your website and fill out that contact form, or even call you, or if you wish. So that's a top tip there for you to do. Another thing you want to do is think about the timing of your posts. So this is really, really effective, because I've noticed that when I started to post randomly at any time a day, it didn't always reach my customers. So what I did is, or I should say my audience. So what I did is I experimented when I first started. So if you are a newborn and baby photographer like me, you want to think about the time and the exact time, or roughly around what time your client, your potential client or your audience is on that social media platform. So for me, it's pretty much from 8 p.m. onwards. I found that I started testing from 8 p.m. I found that, believe it or not, my mums to be, or my new parents, or my audience, my fans of my Facebook page, was pretty much scrolling through Facebook at around 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. So I started scheduling my posts from about 10 p.m. So, and then I found that that increased more, more reach for my post, and I got more engagement from that as well. So that's another top tip here. You want to think about timing for every single post, and you can experiment using these social media scheduling platforms. So that's pretty much what I want you to go away, I should say, and think of, and to actually start implementing, because this is going to save you so much time over the period of your business. It's going to, be putting your business and yourself out there while you're also focusing on the important things in your business, rather than sitting and shuffling around trying to figure out what to post. You've all set it up. You've discovered what you want to post, you've found the system you want to use to post, and you've mapped it out, and you've scheduled it, and it's ready to go for you. So as I said, it gets easier and easier, but you have to stay consistent, because that's the key, and you have to keep doing it. So if you're going to do it 1 month yes, 1 month no, that's not going to work. So consistency here is key. Okay, so it's great to experiment with all this, and hopefully I've given you the best advice I can. Remember, get this done and you won't regret it. So this week I've created a cheat sheet for you where you can download below this video, or if you're watching this elsewhere, head to the blog in the link below and you can download it there. What it is, it's got resources for you to research and see which platform you want to use to schedule your posts every single month. Plus, I've got some topics to get you started on what you can post about for your business, for your photography business. So these are topics you can generate new ideas from, or you can use them to post and go over and over. And what I do is I normally have 7-day topics. I've got 14 topics in my own business, and I use one for each week. So week 1 is the 7 topics, then week 2 there will be another 7 topics. But what I've done for you in this cheat sheet is I have listed some that I love to use, and I hope you do enjoy them as well, or you can generate ideas using them as well. So you can download it below, or if you're not watching this on the blog, you can go to the blog in the link below and you can download it there. I will see you next week on the Photographer Society vlog. Take care for now.